What?
Rough night?
Not really.
Did you go to a party?
I did.
Did you fall asleep at the party?
Perhaps.
You have poop on your forehead.
What?
You have poop on your forehead.
I don't smell poop on my head.
No, not like just the... Here, look. One of the coolest tools that was added in Davinci Resolve 18 is by far the surface tracker, which, unlike the other trackers in Davinci Resolve 18, allows you to track more fluid surfaces like skin or clothing. Now, when Resolve 18 first got released, the surface tracker was only available in the color page, but recently it's been added to the Fusion page as well, which just opens up a whole new world of compositing capabilities. For example, creating fake tattoos. To use the surface tracker in the Fusion page, simply hit Shift Space on your keyboard and search for the surface tracker. Select it, click Add, then place the surface tracker in between the element you'd like to track and either a merge node or a media out node. Then, with your surface tracker selected, head to the inspector, make sure bounds is selected, and draw a box around the area you want to track. You can also specify areas you don't want to track by selecting hole in the bounds page and then drawing around the area you don't want to track. Once you've selected your bounds, head to the mesh page, which is where you can add or delete tracking points from your mesh, adjust the space between those points, and choose whether you want your mesh to be created automatically by Resolve or have a uniform grid. Once you have your mesh created, head to the track page where you can change your motion range, mesh rigidity, and choose your quality. For quality, I always choose better, but that does require more resources from your computer, so keep that in mind, and only tweak your motion range and mesh rigidity, that is so hard to say, if you find that your mesh is slipping during tracking. Once you've dialed in your tracking settings, you can choose to track forward, track backwards, or both if you're starting your track from the middle of the clip. Once you're done tracking, head to the result page. At this point, we can play back our footage to make sure that our mesh stayed with the subject we're tracking, and if it is, we can connect whatever we're placing on our surface to the source input of our tracker. In our case, it's a text node, but you can also track images, other footage, basically whatever you want. Once you have your source in place, select your surface tracker again, head to the results tab in the inspector, and if need be, change the composite type to make your overlaid element match the scene. Oh, real quick, you know that little crash zoom that I did in the sketch? I did that using the new Camrig plugin from Motion VFX. It's this really cool plugin that lets you do all kinds of camera movements in post, and it's free, which is awesome. This isn't sponsored, by the way. I just think it's a really cool plugin. It'll be linked below if you want to check it out. Anyway, I'm excited about this surface tracker, especially since the only way to get this level of tracking in the past was to use something like Mocha Pro, which is super expensive. So having it now built into Resolve is just awesome. You know, funny enough, I think that this tracker would have actually given me better results on the black veins in my Demon Possession video. If you missed that, you can check it out right here. And until next time, don't forget to go out and make stuff. Thanks for watching.